We are gathered here to fill you with fear and give you a treat for your ears as we invade your mind with our scary rhymes and some tales that can be gory. As you bear witness and sit here and listen to our poetic horror stories. That day, I told myself, run away and get help. No matter what you do, don't look back. Just get help, because all your friends, he attacked. Let me explain the incident. That took away 4 of my friends that were innocent. If you go into the woods, you'll find an old abandoned school that once stood. It was a school for the mentally impaired. Where kids go now, only on a dare. They say this is a place where a janitor worked for years, and he was deranged because he liked to trap kids at the school and cause them pain. If he thought you were breaking the rules, he would set his mind to come after you. Outside of the old school, there was a sign that said, "Stay off this property or you'll be fined." But we ignored what the sign said and went on to the property anyway. Me and my friends, Stacy, Derek, Terry, and Clay. We thought it would be cool for us to dare one another, but we were fools. We should have just stayed away from that school. We were going to go in one at a time, to look around and see what we could find. We wanted to know if the rumors were true, if we could have some scares and get spooked. We were not prepared for what happened that night in there. My friend Clay wanted to go in first. I think he got it the worst. When we did not hear from him for a minute, my friend Terry went in.
"Clay is just fooling around,"
she said. Terry was a cynic. But when she found him, he was chopped up and his body was scattered all about. She started to freak and needed to find a way out. But when she turns to run, she knew she was done. There stood the janitor in the doorway, blocking her path from escape. He grabbed her and pinned her to the wall. With a spike, he drove it to her heart. You could hear her screams echoing through the halls. Derek said, "What the hell? What is going on in there?" My feet, they wouldn't move. I just stood there shaking in my shoes. Derek said, "I'm going in to see what's happening to our friends." But as soon as he walked into the door, his head was cut off and hit the floor. Me and Stacy, we were in a state of shock. My whole foundation, it was rocked. The next thing I knew, Stacy fell dead. She had a knife protruding out of her head. That was the last of my friends remaining. Then suddenly, it started raining. I couldn't see, I was blinded. It was raining so hard. That's when the janitor caught me off guard. He grabbed me by my neck to pin me to a tree. But I fought back and I poked him in his eyes. And this took him by surprise. He couldn't see, so he released me. I took off running as fast as I could. He couldn't catch me. I left him where he stood. I was free, and I made it to where I could call the police. But they never found a trace of the janitor that day. I'm the only survivor out of my friends. Stacy, Derek, Terry, and Clay. I wish we never dared each other to go into that school, where we ran into a monster because we broke the rules.